Can someone check if it's a holiday? I thought it's President's Day.
Oh, it's just observed next Monday.
Oh, maybe next week. I don't see.
Yeah, Valentine's Day and President's Day.
No, they don't do it.
Hi, everybody. My name is Tim Heidecker.
Hi, I'm Eric Werheim, and I'm so glad to be here on adultswim.com, a cool viral site with lots of information about shows and schedule stuff. And guess what? This is our home, Adult Swim.
Guess what? Thank you, Eric. Appreciate that. And I also
wasn't fully done.
I also wanted to add that you can check out Adult Swim shows and videos and all kinds of online content simply by checking out adultswim.com. Back to you, Eric.
Why don't you go up and check out some videos and you can see what Robot Chicken is up to. I'm sure it's crazy.
Thanks, Eric. And over to me.
Action.
And, well, basically we got a bunch of questions here from a number of dopes. I can't tell you how many, but
Tim.
You have so much time. I'll tell you what, Eric. Why don't you read me a question? I'll answer
That's
it,
a
and then
great
I'll
idea.
answer a question that you provide to me.
I just wanted to say it feels good to be here in Atlanta. We flew all the way out here from Los Angeles. It's just a good vibe here. It's funky and it's creative.
Why don't you go ahead and ask the first question then?
This question is from Nick Orlando.
Hey, Nick.
And thanks for asking the question. His tag is works at I'm a bum. And his question is Tarim Werdecker?
My answer is no. My question to you, Eric.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for coming on the show, by the way.
It's really good to be here. Told that not to go there.
Eric, this is from Michael Kim Lewis.
Hey, Michael Kim.
Northern Illinois University. Illinois University. He's got a beard, but he has no hair.
Is he Korean man?
No, he's a white man.
Michael Kim, how can I help you?
Can we expect to see more awesome show or check it out anytime soon?
Great question, Michael Kim. Check it out, season 2. Guess what? It's coming up in March. 6 new episodes. I directed them along with my good friend Tim. The Doctor gets wild. If you liked season 1, you're going to like it. If you didn't like season 1, you're not going to like it. It's as easy as that. Tim, I got a question for you.
Thanks, Eric. It's great to be here, and I love working with you on this show. And I got to tell you, it has been a trip being here.
Here we go.
Okay.
This one's from Sean Rowland. He's from Orlando, Florida. He says,
Hi, Sean.
I was going to ask you a question, but I couldn't say it without winking. And his avatar is a Will Ferrell avatar, which is a reference from a movie, Tim and Eric's $1 billion movie. So it's cool.
Is that a question?
It's a lot of. It might be a joke.
It wasn't really a question. Okay, this one's also from Sean Rowland.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, Sean. Thanks for writing to us. The question is, I was going to ask you a question, but I couldn't say it without winking. And then it puts a wink sign at the end here. Oh, that's the same question you asked me. Okay.
That's weird. I got a question for you, Tim. This one's cool. This one is from Zen Zitch.
Zen Zitch.
Redwood Plastics Corporation. He says his little avatar is a man with a child. So let's take it easy on it, Ken.
Okay.
Because my rule is you can't make fun of a dad too bad, because then someday that son's going to see this footage.
What kind of dumb name is Zitch? Z-I-C-H.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Ken, do you want this or not, bro?
Go ahead.
They're saying yes. If you were a pie, what kind of pie would you be?
I would be a smile pie.
Guys, we said clear the set. How are we supposed to concentrate?
Here's one.
I'm thinking about pussy, and that goes by. Cat.
Here's a question, Eric, from a guy named Ken Zitch. He's an inside sales representative at Redwood Plastics Corporation.
Yeah.
And he asks, what if you were a pie, what kind of pie would you be? It's the same question as you asked me. Are these the same sheet?
Guys, adultswim.com viewers, I just have to say that this is possibly the most unprofessional interview experience of my life. All we have is one sheet of questions, and it's the same Ken Zitch bull roar. I got pussy on the mind, trying to do cat, and I'm trying to do this for you guys. You know what I mean? I'm trying to share something about our movie with the viewers, and I got to worry about fly-behinds?
All right, here's a question for you. How are you guys still around? This is from Charlie Abraxas Maddox. He seems like a nice guy. South Doyle High School. Hey, any South Doyle High School nuts out there?
So dope.
Yeah, South Doyle. We're actually going to be coming by there in a couple weeks. We're doing a little promotional thing. We're going to be spending the day at South
I would
Doyle.
love to hang out with Doyle.
So the question is, who do you guys know to stay on the air? And then in all caps, how are you guys still around? There is stupid, goofy, silly types of funny. Then there is just stupid and weird for stupid and weird's sake. I love Adult Swim. But from this to the days that go back to Tom Goes to the Mayor, it's just not funny. So they got to be connected because they are still on and have guest stars that are great, funny comedians and actors. John C. Reilly, Zach Galifianakis, Maria Bamford, etc. Love those three. So Eric, tell me.
Ken, it's so dope. Here's what happens. You like Family Guy? Then you'll like our movie, Rent, Tim and Eric's $1 billion movie.
No, Eric, I want to know. This is serious. There is just stupid and weird for stupid and weird's sake, okay? There's stupid, goofy, silly types of funny. Then there is just stupid and weird for stupid and weird's sake. I love Adult Swim, but from this to the days that go back to Tom Goes to the Mayor, it's just not funny. And we want to know why you're doing this shit stuff. Oops. I got to say, I am angry about that. And Charlie, you're a great friend, and I appreciate this question. We should talk about this more. We're going to come down to South Doyle and get into it with you, one-on-one, mano-y-mano. So thanks for the question, Charlie. All the best. And
so dope.
Thanks, Charlie. And if anybody wants to engage with him, he's on Facebook. That's Charlie, Abaraxus, Maddox, Maddox. And everybody can get online and debate Charlie about our show. You have a question for me?
Yes. Okay, here's one from Alexis Lynn in College Park, Maryland. Hey, Alexis, why is there an L in salsa? For that matter, why isn't there an L in steak?
I gotta say, I never thought about that. That's good. Let me try to answer that in a funny way. I'm trying to think of a joke. S in salsa.
Alexis, thanks just for really
but I appreciate
stirring the pot.
that
It's
kind of
really
humor.
cool stuff.
And I'm trying to think. She did stir the pot. That's a good point. What the heck? I mean, that's a weird question. I love it too, though.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just get a charge out of it. So Alexis, funny stuff. Keep writing. Keep thinking about us, and keep thinking about entertainment in general.
I got one here from Tim DePaula if you want another one.
Yeah.
Tim, why are you so obsessed with pussy? Cats. That's what it says.
How do you respond to rumors? Olivia from Trenton College, Olivia Pacini. Do any of the actors ever complain about the stuff they have to do, like lay a dozen eggs from the rectum into a toilet nest made from shredded cardboard?
That's. I think we should take that one seriously because that's the great Steven Shrippa.
Steven Shrippa from a show called Soprano.
Can you imagine we got that actor to come on Awesome Show and deliver it to Adult Swim audiences? Can you imagine being blazed in the bone zone in the dome room? Seeing your favorite soprano coming up, Bacala?
Bacala. I tell you, Bacala was not too jazzed about about getting to that level. I don't think he looked at the script too carefully when he signed on to that sketch. There was a sense of disappointment and regret on his face throughout that shooting process.
There's
But a
some.
deal's a deal.
There's a moment where he was looking in the toilet and pulling out his eggs, my eggs, and he looked to us and he's like, "I guess this is what life after Sopranos is like." Then another moment when we asked him to do Capache, we were like, would you mind doing that? And he's like, oh,
Here you go.
Capache. Sorry, Stephen. Another thing about Sir Stephen is he calls me baby. I do have a cell phone, and
You have a cell phone?
I have his cell phone number. I called him when I was in New York City.
What's
Called
your
him.
cell phone number?
My cell phone number?
Yeah.
It's 610-666-6969.
You can't say that. You can't say that. It's a sex act.
Here you go, Tim. This one's by Olivia Pancini. Oh, this is just what you said.
Here's a question to Eric.
Yes.
What is it like to be a good man? He doesn't know.
I don't know.
He is not a good man. He's never met one. He's a bad
My
man.
dad, I mean, if you consider my dad, I know one good man. All right. Here's one from Ryan Reevey at Albany. When can we hear an actual Puss Whip Bang Gang album? Tim?
We are working with Rick Rubin and the people at Arista Records. We have a double album planned. It's a conceptual record. And we're going in the studio in July to start recording. It's called, the album is called The Mask, Unmasked. And one album is all about songs dealing with mask imagery and the idea of what it's like to wear a mask, quite literally and also figuratively, to hide behind certain sort of elements. And then the second album is called Unmasked, and it's about what it's like to literally reveal the mask, show who you are, be true to yourself. And we're very excited about the record. It's all instrumental, and we're having fun writing that music. It's very jazz oriented. I don't know. I've not run a lot of that by you yet, but we'll talk about
Almost
that.
any of it.
Boy, I'm sorry about that. I will talk to you about Masked Unmasked because we're doing some personnel changes and have a relationship with Herbie Hancock, and he's going to be playing on it. It's going to be me and him.
And me.
And you on some tracks. Well.
It's just probably not the best time to get into that right now.
Well, you asked the question. I was trying to be honest about the answer and know that there's a lot
Listen,
of people
I got
interested.
a lot of Squidbilly shit all around me, stuff all around me. And it's hard to concentrate on your questions when I got that grandma looking at me.
This is a cool question from Patrick Gorman Pettis. Pettis, Pettis. Eric, if you guys were Jedi, would you be on the light or the dark side of the... I didn't know you were going to put Star Wars questions in this. Who said it? I didn't... Because he put, if you guys were Jedi, would you be on the light or dark side of the Force? We got an exciting piece of news. Eric and I are going to be starting production on our very, very own Star Wars-related sketch comedy show. We're going to be using little puppets that we've designed to represent the different characters, and little action figures and whatnots, and they're all going to be acting out scenes from some of the classic Star Wars sketches that you might be familiar with. We're still working on titles. We think we're going to be calling it Star Snores, and it's going to be just a rip-off of Star Wars and also Seinfeld as a joke. People are going to be freaking out for that stuff.
Hey, I'm Eric Warehouse with AdultsWim. Come check out the new Squidbillies season on AdultsWim. It's got a lot of good spoofs and goose. It's funny stuff. It's animated. I know some of the guys personally. We even have some of their emails. Dave Wilson's email. I'm happy to give it to you. $5. It's accepting pitches for shows. Anything you need.
Well, let me ask you a question here. We got a couple questions here.
I got a mic for that whole thing.
A couple more questions. How much? Okay. What? Well, Tim, dear Eric, are there any wacky road stories you could share with from your whirlwind comedy tour of the Midwest? I mean, what the heck? And where do these people come up with this funny stuff? And it's actually funny because that's a great intro to a story you were going to tell.
Yeah. I have one story about one of our tours. We toured with David Liebehart, and he ate a cactus fruit. What was that called?
Prickly pear.
Prickly pear. And he cut a prickly pear off someone's yard, asked everyone if he wanted a prickly pear. We said, absolutely not, don't eat that. He cut it open, ate it. 5 minutes later, he was in the bathroom screaming, and he was saying, I'm throwing up out of my butt. I'm throwing up out of my butt. And a real man was doing diarrhea and throw it up in the bus. And it was gnarly.
We have one rule on the bus, and it's generally no two, only one in the toilet. And that was broken within the first couple days.
Hey, anyone remember Assy McGee? I do. Hey, everyone, I know Assy McGee didn't make it to DVD. Sorry, Matt Harrigan. But you can still check it out on iTunes. It's probably digital somewhere.
This could be a funny goof. This could be a funny goof where I pretend that I'm actually wiping your ass with TC. And that's what everybody loves. That kind of humor. So, let's straighten things up here.
There's lots of cool shit all over this office.
And a couple more questions. Why not? Is everybody enjoying themselves listening to this? I think so. We'll check my...
Anyone want to know any secrets about Seth Green?
Well, if you want to find out about Seth Green, just write him a note. It's seth.green, the color green, at sethgreen.biz. And you can, he gets back to you pretty much right away.
Yeah. I also, if you want to write us, we have a lot of pictures of Venture Brother guys nude. I'm talking dong, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Close-ups.
I'm talking not the size of shame. If you saw the movie, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking... Oh, I can't even do that. Sorry, bad.
Well, there's just a lot of questions that don't deserve to be read. Just a lot of arrogance, a lot of ignorance, a lot of hypocrisy. Tim and Eric, I'll throw this one over to you. Did you purposefully try to keep the $1 billion movie more accessible for a wider audience, at least compared to your more esoteric Awesome Show stuff?
Great question. Who's that from?
That's from Tim Heidecker.
Tim Heidecker.
What? Oh yeah, I answered one. I did go on this Q&A site. No, it's actually from Jordan Schleif.
Jordan, that's a great question.
From the University of Oklahoma. What the heck is an Oklahoma? Oklahoma. What is this word? Read that word.
Oklahoma.
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 Oklahoma. It's like a city called Oklahoma.
Can we get someone to look that up?
Do anyone know what that is?
Oklahoma? Oklahoma? Oklahoma?
No, it's a K. It's not Oklahoma.
Oklahoma?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma?
From the University of Oklahoma.
Oklahoma?
No.
You can probably do a quick
it says,
Wikipedia search. Are you guys online here? We must be streaming.
Can we get
Oklahoma?
just access to the web and just someone type in OKLAHOMA? So I guess it's pronounced Oklahoma. Do we have any idea what that is? It's a state. It's one of the states. United States.
Hello? Hey, man. It's the Adventure Brother guys. Oh, you're watching? You're okay with showing your dong?
Ah.
Okay, text it to me and I'll put it up to the camera. Are you sure it's okay? Because it's going out to a lot of children. Okay, I'll see if they're cool with it. He says it's fine.
This is a question from Tim Barrett, good friend of mine, from a place called American River. Hey, Tim, thanks for jumping online.
What's up, Tim?
It's why are you both so unfunny? shit. Shoot.
Busted on that one.
Tim, what'd you do that for, man?
We're having a really cool Q&A and just feeling the whole Atlanta vibe down here.
Barrett, you blew it, bud. I mean, it's like, what the hell? Out of nowhere. Sideswipe me. I'll never forget it, Barrett. You're dead to me. Go suck an egg.
Well, I'd just like to take this time to thank you, Tim, for all the cool answers and the insight into the Tim and Eric's $1 Billion Movie, an awesome show, and Tom Goes to the Mayor, and check it out.
Well, I also want to thank the audience, the Tim and Eric fan base, specifically the core audience, and more generally, the Adult Swim fan base and the support that they provide through the variety of shows that this wonderful network has created over the years, and the support that has existed alongside the online community and the people that check it out on the TV show when they're watching TV on home. And they're supporting the products, they're supporting the shows, their purchasing power really makes a difference. And I just want to say that it's important that we acknowledge it and that our core fan base is able to access the material that they have, that they're able to really zone in on it and become part of the online fan community and make a difference really when it comes to the levels of their appreciation. And if that's all it takes, and that's what people need to do, they get online and they support it.
Tim, well said. I also want to put a big shout out. Tim and Eric going to be at Reckless Records today at 6 o'clock. Can you imagine meeting us live? What's that? Criminal Records. Hey, let's take it to Eric Wareheim here for Tim and Eric. Can you imagine going to Criminal Records in Atlanta? Forgot what city I was in because I got a P on the mind. Cat.
Why is a horse when it's green? Says John Golden Metrogren from Chicago, Illinois. Let's
do a fade out, or should we slowly walk out?
Thanks again for joining us on this wonderful Q&A. You can download this episode directly live on iTunes. Simply type in Tim and Eric's $1 Billion Questionnaire on Adult Swim, and then you can access a limited edition, a free copy of our film. If you just access that and provide the code that's provided on this web stream, you can get a free copy of our movie right now and own it forever. Just put in the code.
Let's make it go viral. Let's go onto the BuzzFeed. I'm talking Video Gum. Can you imagine the hits?
I mean, listen, I'm telling you right now, jump online, go onto iTunes, put in the code, get the movie for free. It's a one-time offer. The code is the key. You get in through using the code. So just look on the bottom of the screen here. You'll see it. Copy it down. Write it down. Jump on over to iTunes.biz. Get online and access the movie. You'll also get a free copy of a new movie coming out called This Means War, which is a very funny, sort of like a romantic comedy, perfect for Valentine's Day. Everyone's going to love that film. 2 movies for the price of 0. That's right. Just put in the code. Put in the code now. Access the code.
Put in the code.
Put in the code now.